And we're on the air, and let me share this with the folks and such. I don't know if it's going to be all that good, but we will share it. Here in the back of your minds, you reflect upon the last night that you had in Aluna. You hear the sounds of the city about you in the night air and the pictures behind you.
We might have lost your audio, Chuck.
No, no, I'm letting you, you hear the background noise? That's the ambient noise I put with this?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right.
Oh, I did for a second there.
I'm not
Yeah.
hearing it.
Yeah, I just heard
No?
it come in for a second.
Okay. And here's the doorway to the Unnamed Adventurers Guild. We'll go ahead and narrate some of this. As you come to the guild, this is what it looks like. The door with the beautifully done sign that one of the guild members did for us. And then this is inside the guild. A lot of busyness, but at the base of this is a bunch of people we wanted to say thank you and give a shout out to, being Drop Dice, the Eurocentric tabletop, Fantastic Dimensions, the OSG, and Nerdarchy. And there we go. I don't know how well that went over, but at this point, that was trying to say thank you to a bunch of fine groups and people that have helped us out in the past. And if there's any one of the we'll go ahead for a quick introduction of the player characters that we have here tonight, and we'll start from my left, which will be Claire. David, and if there's anything that anything you want to plug, you can give a quick plug.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm playing the cleric Claire Valentine. She is the priestess of Lathander from the Holy Temples of Lathander. She is very book smart, not very wise just yet, because she wishes to gain wisdom from the outside world and learn from her fellow party members and gain more wisdom that way. So yeah, in other words, she's very book smart, but not very wise. But she wishes to be as she grows in age. And that is my character, Claire.
All right, and we'll go over to Justin's, which is Ajax. Go ahead.
Hello there, I'm Justin, and I'll be playing Ajax today. Ajax is a stout dwarven rogue with dreams of someday dabbling with some arcane trickery, and he's very curious, and he's ready for adventure. And I'd just like to thank the Unnamed Adventures Guild.
Okay, and we'll thank you back. And the next is we got the Mighty Fighter Store. And Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Store, who is mostly a fight fighter, but he just lost his fight, so he's pretty sad right now. And we do anything to get it back right now.
All right, and we have Ruben playing, let's see here, Dago, I believe, or Draco.
Draco.
I am Draco, Gold Dragonborn Paladin, who has been called to fight for this guild, and I'm going to the path of the Avengers.
All right, outstanding, and thank you, Ruben. And now we're up to the mighty Fletch, there by Ty.
Hi, I'm Ty Johnston. I'm playing Fletch. He's a human in his early to mid 20s. He's a fighter, but he's not multi-classed, but he tends to take roguish skills and feats and things like that. So as Anders, the halfling rogue, once told him, you're basically multi-classed without being multi-classed. And let's see, Fletch carries a longbow, a whip, and a short sword. And if I can do a screen share here, is that showing up?
No, not yet, but we got your beautiful little face there.
Ah, okay.
Anyways, but yeah, give it a shot.
Well. Let's see. Is it there now?
Oh yeah, it's there now.
Okay. And since it's there, and Charles mentioned shout-outs, I'll go ahead and throw out 2 shout-outs for myself, actually. It's almost always Wednesday, so pretty much every Wednesday I have an article over at the Nerdarchy site, nerdarchy.com, where obviously I write about D&D, but also other nerdy and nerdarchy things, sword fighting, board games, card games, tabletop games, things like that. And my second shout out again is to myself. For those who don't know, my day job is I'm a fiction writer, mostly fantasy, and this is if you can see that's my Amazon page with some of my books and ebooks that are up there. So if anybody's interested, go check them out. And that's it.
Outstanding. I didn't know that you were actually a writer there,
Yes,
per se, and that. So, yeah, that will be interesting. And now, back to play. We have our adventurers. We have some of them that woke up into a frightful nightmare or dream that kind of startled them, being Storr and Fletch and Ajax, I believe, and Claire that were there. Reuben and the rest were basically fast asleep or on guard duty, but towards the morning, all of a sudden, our great heroes wake up from, for the most part, wake up from a fitful sleep, and they have the memories of this strange battle that they had out towards the temple node that they used to get to where they're at now. And they'll have those reflections, and there's certain things that they don't know whether or not, they still aren't sure if it was real, if it was a dream. They have certain aspects that leave them to tend to believe it was real. And as you guys wake on up, you notice that there's a couple party members that are missing. You don't see Anders there where he was resting, and you don't see Oral where he was resting. So we'll throw it over to the party to take it from there.
Okay. So once Claire gets up and she looks around the area and rubs her eyes from the sleep in her eyeball sort of thing, goes, "Oh, what a terrible nightmare that was," she sort of says to herself, and she looks around the fireplace and sees the two beds that are empty, and like she goes and sort of pokes Ty and the leader of this of the guild, and pokes him and sort of gently shrugs his shoulder and tries to wake him up. Says, "Good sir, leader, wake up! Something has happened.
Again? What now?
It seems our two friends have been gone or missing from the party here."
Oh, which two? Fletch will sit up.
I think it is the thief. I think I could not remember everyone's name. I haven't really got to know people personally yet. I'm so sorry.
Oh. I'll look over. Anders is gone. Well, first of all, it's Anders' job to disappear, so I'm not real worried about him. He can take care of himself. And secondly, I wouldn't ever call him a thief in front of him. He's not real happy about that. Rogue, scoundrel, a few curse words, he'll take those, but thief, nah. Okay, so I've got some arrows missing, and I've got this document, but I don't have the dagger I picked up. Store. I'll kick him awake if he's asleep. Do you have a pike? Didn't we pick a pike up for you?
Yeah, but I didn't have it. I don't have it now. Oh, we need to find my dad's pipe. And I have to take my clothes on and ready to go.
And
So what is so important about this pike of yours, good fighter?
It was my dad's. And I don't know where my dad is now. About he's dead or not, I don't know. The only thing I have of my dad.
Is this pike like does a general pike? Does it have painting marks on it? Does it have writing on it? What sort of pike is it? Is it very special to you, or is it just a general pike sharpened on it? Because all pikes look the same, my good friend.
It's a pipe when my dad have that have more redwood in normal than I have.
Ah, I see.
And Ajax, he got up a little earlier, and he's been sitting close to the fire reading one of his little books. And he'll snap it shut, seeing that most of his party's awake, and he'll relay to them that, "Geez, I had a terrible dream. I completed a whole job for the guild, and I never got paid."
I don't think it was a dream.
And Ajax is going to check his dagger, and he recalls in his dream he didn't stab anything, and he checks Claire's mace, and I think he might see some blood on it.
Yeah, are there pieces of cobalt gristle hanging from Claire's mace?
There's some dried cerebral fluid and some gray, reddish material that's stuck to some of the edges of the mace there. Ajax, on your dagger, there would be some blood stains there.
Cool.
And Store, you do have some bites around your one leg. As far as that, and here to Draco. Question: Did on the last game, I can't remember off the top of my head, did we have you roll a Constitution save?
For Dragon Fever, I think it's me and Store who have it.
Well, it's you, Store, Ruben, and Bill that have it, but you started the incubation periods were on different days. Ruben, Draco, you there?
Yes. I was
Did
here already
you-
because we discussed that stuff about the lay on hands that we could delay the disease for 24 hours, I think.
No, it was a week. It was a week. It ends up being
A
a
week.
week. I was just double tapping that you've already done that, so I know where to play out these aspects. That's all.
Speaking of which, Draco wasn't in our dream or whatever it was. I'm
No.
going to show him. I'm going to show him this document and see if he knows any language, if he can read it.
Okay.
Try to read it.
And what languages do you know, Draco, besides
Common.
Draconic? And
Common and Draconic only.
oh, okay. It doesn't look familiar to Draco.
Sorry, Master Tai, I don't think I can read this.
Now,
That's all right. None
does
of us can either.
As
someone have Undercommon?
No.
Okay.
I got deep speech, which is a bit like undercommon actually, believe it or not.
Well, it's for here in Areawood, it's the same thing, more or less. But yeah, okay, you'll be able to get the meat and potatoes out of it, we'll say. And so Fletch is you're gonna show it to Claire.
Yeah, I'll pass
Okay.
it around.
And what she'll get from it will be that it's an order from Lord Darnizhaan with the message of, if I don't get the rest of this shard of chaos, then you will pay, and I will show you how the price of the payment on your leader, the Dark Queen. Meet at the temple, the old temple of Darnizhaan, my temple, and the ruins there, and that's where we'll make our rebirth. And there's more that's into it, but that's what Claire will be able to pull from it.
Okay. So, well, it sounds like there's going to be a gathering at the place we're going to.
And
Yeah.
Ajax, if Claire read that out loud, Ajax would note that it sounds like they're moving to capture the shard imminently, but it does sound like they're desperate for it. So it might be a prime time to strike.
Indeed.
Yeah.
But I want to go after the pike.
It's the same direction.
Okay.
Don't worry, your pike will be there somewhere.
All right. Anything else that you guys are going to want to do in this morning period after discussing?
Well, if we
Yes.
have time, Claire will get out her prayer wheel and some candles, and then just do some writing on bits of paper in celestial, and then put it in her and do a little prayer on this little bit of paper, and and then put it in our components pouch for later.
Well, you'll definitely have what would equate out to a short rest. We'll say a time period, an hour, and that should give you ample to do the intent of prayers and sacred writing or whatever that that Claire's planning to do. But that'll take up your aspect on that. Then what's the rest of y'all doing?
Ajax would have. He would quickly. He'd be preparing some of his rations. He's got quite a bit for everybody to eat for the start of the day. And but as for water, are we near the river? Because he would fill everybody's water skin if he could, and that's about it. He'd do the busy work for the morning.
Yes, you're near the river. You're not quite out of the hills land. You just crossed over the road for a little ways and a few miles, and you're about 100 feet from on the one side of the river, you're going to have to figure out how to cross the river, how you want to cross the river. But in fact, let me do this as far as that, and let's get that back up there. Desktop. Yeah, and keep going on. I'm just talking to myself.
Well, Fletch will do a kind of a short distance scouting around our group. One, just to see if there's any signs of anything watching us or anything potentially dangerous. But he'll also look for any signs of maybe what happened to Anders and I believe it was Oral.
Yeah.
If he doesn't
Yes.
see any signs of them, he's going to guess it. They're probably off on their own little dream adventure like we had, or something similar.
Okay. And let's see here. Back here, and I will show you where you're at here. We'll bring the map up, and it's right here. Oh no, I don't want that. I want to move it. Good thing I ain't gonna save that. You guys are right about where that little dot is. Do you see it? Or I'll make
Yes,
it.
sir. Yep.
You're
Yeah.
about right there. All right. So you have to figure on how you're going to do it. I know that the night before you had Anders that was saying just ford it, and we'll bring that back down. Take that off.
Yeah, Anders seemed to know of a fording area, but I don't remember him telling us what direction it was. Since we came from the north, I'm thinking we just head south, and if we run across this fording area, great. If we don't, we know there's a bridge down there in 15, 20 miles, something like that.
No, the bridge from you would be about 5 miles.
Oh, well, we'll just go to the bridge.
Approach along the river as Ajax readies his crossbow.
Okay, and let's see here. I need a 10-sided.
And Claire will say, wherever there's a bridge, there's always a troll.
And Ajax is going to stamp out the fire for the camp.
Oh, okay.
And he's going to ask if anybody would like him to hold on to their coin purse, because they might want to be sneaky. He's going to itch the scales that are maybe coming in on his neck.
No, that's okay.
And let's see here.
And
Get
Ajax is going to do a quick count of his crossbow bolts. He says, good, more than a dozen. Feel safe.
Yeah, I'm down to 10 arrows, so if we can find anybody to buy them from or kill them and take them, whatever.
But, Let me see. I might have. Let me see. Claire look for her a bag of stuff and see what she can find.
And Fletch will
She
go
says
to
to you, I got some bolts in my backpack here. They're for my sort of crossbow. I don't know if they
too short.
help you.
They're too short, but thank you for the offer.
Very well.
Fletch will go get some water from the river to freshen the roses he carries in his quiver.
Okay, and as you come down by the bridge, you're going to run across the. Let's see here. Let me bring it up. Off in the distance, most of your passive perceptions will pick up because they're not really trying to be stealthy. There we go. This is what I want. Right here. And right here. And right here. And what I will, you'll see the strange bird-like creatures. You'll see three of them, and they look something like this.
Ajax grip tightens on his crossbow.
Chicken for dinner.
So what do you got? What are you guys doing?
Well, what are they doing where they're at?
Right now they're probably about 400 feet from you. Um, they don't seem to have noticed you yet.
I think Ajax will instinctively try to just conceal himself at least behind any sort of maybe like bulrushes or something by the river.
Yeah,
And he would sort of, if anybody looked at him, he'd try to like motion to hide if possible, but he's going to keep his voice down.
yeah. Fletch will keep his voice down and say, "Look, maybe these things are at the river just getting something to drink. Let's give them 5 minutes, see if they go away." You know.
Good idea, Mike. Good idea.
I don't
And
see any
like,
reason to.
I don't like to be waiting.
Well,
I
I don't care for waiting, but I don't see any reason to pick a fight we don't have to have. I mean, if they had something we could use, like a pike or arrows, then I'd
Or
say,
some gold.
or some gold. I'd say sure, but
All right, you'll wait.
I'm gonna say I think they're peaceful. We should just walk past.
I don't think they're peaceful.
I'll keep watch from here, friend.
Okay.
So,
You're
so
going?
Store, you going forward?
Yeah, without my weapon drawn.
If you go, I want to go with you too.
Yeah, so keep down your weapon. They're
Oh,
peaceful.
man.
Yeah,
All right.
peaceful.
All right, roll me an inch.
Fuck. I think
21.
10 or something.
Uh,
10.
Oh, sorry.
put it, yeah, put it in the chat for me, please. Get it written down here. Okay, here we go. And we have ourselves. Okay. Which one of you guys, Fletch and Draco, have the best AC? Not AC, but Dex.
I have one. +1.
I've got a 16 plus 3.
Okay, so you'll go first. We'll have Fletch go, and then we'll have Draco. Then we'll have Store, and then we have the monsters. In this case. Alrighty. So we have Ajax. You're up. You're about 400 feet away, and you're hiding at bulrushes, and you see two of your party members deciding to walk forward.
So I guess they're probably like 30, 40 or so feet away from me now, going towards them. If I feel like I'm like sort of obscured and hidden, I'll probably hold up for now, but I'll ready an action for if any of the birds come within range, which is 320, and I'd make an attack if that's all right.
Yeah. Alrighty. You're ready in action. Give me a stealth check.
No good. 4. No, 5.
Oh, okay. You think you're pretty stealthy. You think you're hidden pretty well between some of that tall grass
I'll
that's
be
down
safe here.
along there. Yeah, you have that feel. You have that feeling. All right, Claire.
Right, so Claire has a shield and mace out, and just sort of like walk slowly forward, holding her shield
Okay.
up, and then and see if the creatures do anything as she approaches them at slow pace.
Okay. Right now, they don't seem to be doing much as far as noticing you guys and like that. So you're just making your movement at a standard pace, right?
Yes, that is correct. Yes, I'm not
Oh,
running, dashing or anything like that. I'm just moving. I'm just moving over the bridge and sort of like walking, sort of like cautiously
all right.
past them or try to.
All right. Well, they're still 400 feet from you. So if you're moved, that'd be 370 feet
Yep.
away that they are. That
I just
brings
go
us.
across the. I
What?
just go across the bridge anyway. I'm just going across the bridge. If they, in other words, I'm just walking. I've got my shield up and walking across the bridge. That's what I'm doing.
What? Okay. Well, then they're down by the bridge. So,
Okay.
uh, Fletch.
Well, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it. And Fletch is going to raise his one hand to his mouth, put fingers in, and give a really big loud whistle.
All right.
And see if there's any reaction from the giant chickens.
Oh, all of a sudden, with that, you notice they seem to snap their heads on up and look in your direction that the whistle came from.
I'll wave at them to make sure they see us.
They definitely see you,
Okay.
and that doing anything other than that.
Is there trees or scrub brush off
There's
to one
some
side between
there's
them and us?
there's no trees at that location, but there is tall grass.
Okay, I'll move over into the tall grass and try to hide at this point.
All right, give me a
Uh,
stealth check.
I got a 15.
All right. Let's see. All right, I know you feel fairly good. Um, Draco.
Yeah. Or I think I had an idea. What if we start running at them and when we try to intimidate them? Wouldn't it be possible for them to like flee from us?
Yeah, sounds very logical to me. So let's do it.
How much do you have of intimidation?
I'm pretty decent, I think.
I have 5.
I had nothing.
Because
I
maybe
have 3.
because we win a bonus, right? If we hate each other.
You have advantage if you help each other.
Yeah. Let's do that.
You want make with help?
Yeah, I will help you. But it's my turn after you, so
I make like ready for after you.
I don't.
Well, go ahead and roll, Draco. Roll your intimidation check with a
Okay.
advantage.
18 in the first, 22 in the second.
Okay. Alrighty. And that will be. Let's see here. Okay, you see, you're. Describe to me how you're trying to intimidate.
Yeah, we start running, draw the weapons, and
Okay, they see loud noise coming towards them, weapons and such.
I'm only putting my hand in there and try to jump.
All right. So if you're running, I'll say you're basically dashing, and so you'll have 60 foot. They see you, and they're kind of mulling all around, almost like they don't know what really to do. Go ahead, Store.
I'm gonna take I have a rope on the side of my backpack. I'm gonna make a lasso if I can.
Say again. I had my daughter come up here. I'm sorry. And,
Yeah,
he asked
I
me a
gonna
question.
take my rope outside of on the side of my backpack and try to make a lasso.
All right. You'll be
And
able
I
to do
team
that.
up with rope, team up with Drago
Uh,
if I can.
okay.
And
Let's,
when Ajax sees these two guys, these two warriors running headlong at these beasts, he finds the draconic presence that's infesting his psyche right now is it's trying to add up the amount of gold these two have put into the change purse over the last few days.
all right. And then with that, you'll notice that these three fair-sized chickens, I believe they're they're kind of small, but they're bigger than a standard chicken. They take off and they're flying towards you. So let's see here. The closest 400 by 60. That's 340. So they're about two. Well, that'd be 300, and then another 40. 260 feet away from you, and we're back up to the top to Ajax.
And Ajax will take his first shot. So yeah, he's going to try and hit whichever one's closest to his two warrior friends that are trying to intimidate it.
Okay.
And it'll be at disadvantage because of the distance.
Alrighty.
And do you want me to roll some dice for a critical fumble?
Oh yes, you critical. I'm loving you. Ah. Oh yes.
Ajax
Yes.
was thinking all about the gold coins when he took that shot.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Charles
Roll
really,
me.
really like the fumble table.
Oh, because I got my own. Most of the time, I try to use it, but and a couple times I haven't. Roll me a d8.
D8. I got 2.
Oh no, that was a critical miss, not a fumble. I kind of have like that. So yeah, okay. 2, you hit the wrong target. Yep, go to critical miss chart, and like that. Roll me percentage dice.
Percentage 18%.
18%. Oh, okay. Let's see here. You let's see here. Roll a d6. 1, 2, and 3. It's Draco. 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's Store.
I'm sorry, I had my head in the clouds with this dragon fever, and I shot my dragon friend.
But that makes sense because he's going to have the most gold being a dragon.
Yeah, but I was kind of dreading right now.
Okay. Who did
I rolled a 2. So I think I
so
hit Draco.
Yep, you hit Draco. Roll up your damage.
All right.
Great.
6 damage. Piercing.
6 damage. Okay, so the half of that he would take. But Draco, go ahead and give me a deck save.
13.
13.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see here. That's generally an easy. Yeah, you made it. as far as that, you're still standing. You get the small crossbow bolt in your left leg as you're running in the calf of it.
Do I see who shot me?
No, you don't, because you feel it in the back of your leg, not in the front.
Yeah, but there aren't many that use bolts.
If you turned around and looked, you'd see that Ajax is pointing at Claire.
All right, and then with that, we have Claire.
You
Well,
should.
well, you see, Claire, she's got a mace and a shield in her hand, so there's no way she could have shot a bolt in her back leg anyway. So she keeps walking forward, and and then she just walks forward, and then keep her shield up, her mace ready, and takes the dodge action, and that is what she does.
Okay, let's go to Fletch then.
From Fletch's hiding spot, he'll say, "Good shot," and then he'll sneak forward 20 feet.
There's plenty more where that came from, friend.
Okay, you're gonna give me a stealth check.
17.
Okay, then you have no problem getting ahead stealthily. Is that all you're doing?
I'll prepare my short sword and whip,
Oh,
but that's
okay.
it.
And Draco, you have this little biting pain in the back of your, I said left calf, right?
I'll keep dashing at them.
All right. So that's they're up in the air. What was it? It was 260 or so, so that they were out. So and you dash on in, you're bringing them 60 there. So they're, we'll say, at the moment for you, 200 feet away, and they're up in the air about 20 feet.
Okay.
Alrighty, and that brings us to store.
Yeah, I done dash 2 also, and so my lasso is ready, right?
Okay, yeah. I'll say you got that.
And if I can, I will tie the other end of the lasso to one of my hands, so
Alright.
I do not let go.
All right, that's simple enough action as far as
that's
that.
it.
So that's a free act. I'll let that be basically a free action as far as that. And the monsters, and they're now about 120 feet from Gecko and Store, and they look like they're looking down at the majority of the group that's out in the open and thinking about coming on down, almost like with a hungry look on their face. And that brings us back up to Ajax.
And so Ajax, if it's within movement, he'll take a movement of approach to the long grass in the direction of the birds and his warrior friends. And he'll use his disengage or his cunning action to hide for free or for a bonus action.
All right, give me the stealth check on that when you get the
And
chance.
he makes a lot of noise doing that. Yeah, I rolled a 6 and I only got +4. So, and he will take his one shot with his crossbow as well, which is probably a disadvantage still.
You're 120 feet, so.
Yeah, and so no critical fumble, but I do miss.
Okay. And that is bringing us to Claire.
Okay, so she sees the big giant dude running forward with his big giant axe at his birds. She will not. She will still go at a walking pace, so that way she can take another. She walks forward another 30 feet and then takes another dodge action, and that is what she
Oh,
does.
okay. And Fletch.
Fletch will keep sneaking forward on the sidelines in hiding.
All right. Draco.
They are 120 feet from us, right?
Yes.
Uh, then I'll draw my javelin and throw at the first one.
Okay.
It's 120 feet with disadvantage.
All righty. Come on, crit. Miss.
17.
Oh, 17 will definitely hit him. How much for damage?
Ooh. 10.
10?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see here. I'll do it here. Alrighty. Your javelin hits this bird over on the one tail feather area. You kind of take a little bit of the tail with the feather on out of it, and you do your damage as far as that. And store.
Yeah, I'm gonna move 30 feet forward and ready to lasso one of the birds when they come.
Okay. And they'll come on, and they're doing their basically a dash, so that will 120. That's 80. That puts them 40. They're 40 feet away from you at this point, and coming down from their 20-foot height down to about 15, almost like trying to glide, a power glide on in for like an attack or something of that fashion. And Ajax, it's your go.
So Ajax would try to follow in Fletch's footsteps and stealth up along the long grass and the sidelines. When using his cunning action, he makes a fair amount of ruckus doing that.
Okay.
I've only got 8, but he would take another shot at whichever of the birds is closest.
Oh, okay.
And if he's within 80, it'll no longer be a disadvantage.
Yeah, he'll be within 80.
Okay, and he got 14 to hit.
That will hit.
Excellent. And he does 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
And he mutters under his breath, they might have a little bit of gold on them.
And you see your crossbow bolt sticking out of part of its midsection, but it still seems to be flying all right. After that is Claire.
Okay, so she keeps walking forward towards the dude who's got the who just threw the giant spear, and she gets closer to him, hopefully to get in range of a spell with him, and then she just walks forward, keeps walking forward until she catches up with him really, and takes the dodge action once again until she's close enough to do anything to help.
Okay. Next round, everybody will be within a melee range, anyways, with them for the most part. Definitely anybody with range weapons there already are. From there, it goes to Fletch.
Still sneaking forward and hiding.
Alrighty. And Draco, you see on this one bird where your javelin hit, you see a crossbow bolt sticking out of it that looks real familiar.
Did I saw who shot that one?
Well, you would have noticed it came from behind you.
And who's behind me?
Well, there's
Just-
Claire behind you, there's Fletch behind you, there's Ajax behind you.
And he's still pointing at Claire.
With a crossbow in your hand.
Yeah, yeah.
Fletch will come out. Fletch will come out from hiding for a moment. And he'll point at Claire too, and then he'll go back. He'll go back to hiding.
Okay. Then how many feet from me are they?
Well, they were 40 feet when they ended their move.
Are they coming side by side?
And 15 feet. They're coming kind of side by side. The one just a little bit, the one that you hit was a little bit further ahead by maybe a foot. But they're flying in a very simple poultry formation.
Okay, because with a breath weapon, can I attack, get the three of them?
How big's your breath weapon? Is it?
It's a cone of 15 feet.
Yes, then you'd be able to hit.
Then I'll stay 15 feet from them and use breath weapon. It's a dexterity save 13.
All right. Let's see here. That one didn't make it. That one made it. And that one made it. Well, that makes sense. Okay. Two made it and one didn't. The one with the crossbow bolt in them and the Tor rudder feathers is the one that didn't make it. And he was
Not
the one
much,
up front.
8 damage to the one who didn't and half damage to the one who escaped.
All right. And how much for the ones that made it?
It's half damage, it's 4.
4? Okay. 4 and 4. Okay. All righty. And store.
Yeah, I try to. How close are the birds?
They were 40 feet, and they were 40 feet at the end of their turn. They're still 40 feet unless you move forward.
Yeah, fuck it. I move forward and try to cast my lasso on the most healthy one.
On the most healthy one. Okay. Roll the hit.
18. Do I get my proficiency bonus?
No.
So
Not
that's
not unless you have what would be
a proficiency with alien weapons.
Probably the improvised weapons, the tavern brawler
Yeah,
feat.
and-
I don't have
Yeah.
that. No.
because this is a yeah.
What do you want? Can I use strength or you want dex?
Well, for the hit, I want a dex
14.
14. All right, that'll hit. You got one of them. There, and let's do a grapple check.
You want me to roll one more time?
Yeah, roll your grapple, your strength grapple.
22.
Athlete. Okay. You hit him. You got the lasso around the bird. You had enough rope, and you were able to get it taut, the lasso taut and tight. You have it there, and it's not flying too well. It's trying to resist you, but it's coming on down towards you in that way.
Okay.
And with that, let's see here. Um, it is the monster's turn, and one of them's gonna try to attack the dragonborn because he just peppered the heck out of it. Its feathers. And let's see here. I don't believe he hits because that's a all of a 9 on you, Draco. And then Store with the one around that he's lassoed and pulled in. That one's going to fly down to attack Store, and he there. And ooh, 18 hit you, Store, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you'll take. Where's my foresight? You'll take 4 points of damage.
Yeah.
And give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 25.
25, you said?
Yeah. I rolled a
Okay.
19 and a half.
No. I just wanted to make sure I heard you right. That's all.
Yeah.
On that. And then the other one will come down at who? We got Claire that was up closest, so it would be Claire. And Claire does a thing.
If it attacks me because I took the dodge action, remember? If it attacks me
Yep.
because I did, it's a disadvantage. So
Yep.
16, it does not hit my armor class. It misses.
Okay, hold on, and make sure. Okay, yeah, the 16 would have been the disadvantage one then, because the second one I rolled was actually higher. So you have the one that's come on down and has come at you, and because you're dodging around and your shield and mace getting in the way, that it couldn't get a good bite at you. That brings Ajax on up to the top.
Okay. So I think if one is engaged with Claire and I can take a shot, I think I'll get advantage for my sneak attack just because it's engaged. But I'll try to hide anyways.
Oh, okay.
But I'm pretty noisy about it. I rolled a 3.
All right.
And
Go.
and then yeah, I'd shoot the one that's engaging Claire right now.
Okay. Roll a 1.
Oh, okay, no problem. I did.
Oh, damn. Roll me a D8.
All right. 4.
4. Okay. You trip. You trip as you went to make that step, the stealth there.
Yeah.
And roll me a D6.
4.
Okay. You trip, you fall, and it's going to take you 4 rounds to get back up.
Okay, cool.
And you, of course, lose that bolt, and you missed Claire.
So yeah, Ajax will just cry out, "Blimey!" as he goes down.
Claire.
Okay, so she stands beside the Dragonborn, like type thing, and says, "Looks like we're in a battle, mighty Dragonborn. Let us smite these birds from this place." And then she swings her mace at the one of the birds.
Okay.
Right. So she's gonna roll her attack. So I got a 14.
You hit.
Awesome. She does 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. She does 9 points of damage.
Okay. Describe to me how you kill this bird.
Wow. So she walks up to beside the Dragonborn, and like sees the bird sort of scratching, trying to scratch her armor. She blocks some of the scratches with her shield, and then with her mace she swings it at the bird, at the bird's face, and hits it square in the eyes and crashes its skull, and it falls to the floor.
Okay, and now I may have messed up, but anyways, you hit the one that was attacking the Dragonborn, right?
No, the one that was attacking me.
Oh, okay. Well, then, well, all right, we'll go with it. Go ahead. Then we have that death scene. It drops and like that. Alrighty, and from you it's Fletch. You see one on the Dragonborn, and you see one on the fighter Store.
Stores is lassoed or tied, right?
Yeah, it's lassoed. In fact, it flew in instead of resisting being pulled. It decided on its turn to fly in and try to use that as an attack.
I'm going to stay hidden and, if possible, try to move around behind the one that's not tied.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
24.
All right, I ain't gonna worry about saying with advantage.
Oh, I'm not
you-
I'm not attacking it this round. I'm just
No,
moving.
I'm talking about the stealth check with advantage because the bird is engaged pretty
Oh,
heavily.
that's right.
So,
Okay.
all right, Drake, but you can get that action done as far as that stealthily, and from there it's Draco. You got this bird that's on you attacking.
I'm going to attack him.
Okay.
Sec.
With what?
With a longsword. 'Cause I
Okay.
use the longsword and the shield.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
23.
That a hit.
$12 damage.
All right. He's looking pretty shabby. All right. And Store.
Yeah. I gonna get close to me now.
Yes. He's right up in your face, melee range.
I try to push him down and tie him up.
Okay. Give me a grapple check with advantage.
I have a 19 on the first roll and a 19 on the second roll. 25.
You can't quite get him. He's slippery. He's flopping around. But you almost have him. He's kind of down on the ground a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Can I tie the rope so it doesn't fly that much if it's gonna fly away?
I'll let you tighten up, wrap a couple times around your wrist.
Yeah.
As far as that, so he doesn't get up as far as what he could with the rope, and it's their attack. Let's see here. We'll do the one on Draco, and Draco does 18 hit you.
Yep. That's
Okay. And take 2 points of piercing damage, and give me a Constitution save.
my 17.
All right. And then the other one will be packing at the Store, and that will be a 19. And
Alright.
2 points of piercing damage, and give me another Constitution check.
22 on the Constitution.
22? Okay.
Yeah. I'm rolling pretty good on that.
All right. Ajax, you're up.
So I think this will be the first round of the 4 that Ajax is going to miss, but he'll cry out because when he critically missed, he fell on his keys.
Okay.
So he's in great pain.
All right.
Are those keys made of gold?
He wishes.
Claire. Claire.
You're on mute.
You around?
Just watching gangster movies again.
Maybe. Are you around, Claire?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a drink of water. Sorry about that. The throat's a bit dry.
Okay.
Still a fighter scrounging around with this bird, and she's going to help him take this bird now that she's sorted out her bird problem, and she's going to hit her mace.
Okay. What did you roll to hit?
I got a 14.
All right, that a hit.
Oh, cool. I do 4 points of damage to it.
All right. It's looking fairly shabby and like that. Flex.
Before I pass it on to my
Okay. Go ahead.
pass it on, we should look at the fighter. Is he really badly injured in any way?
Which fighter?
The Dragonborn.
He is injured.
No.
but because you could see that he had a crossbow bolt in the back of his leg. It looks familiar, like one on the bird that you're attacking.
Well, Claire will say, like, once this is over, mighty Dragonborn, I shall tend to your wounds.
All right.
And that's it. That is all my actions done.
All right, Fletch.
Okay. Fletch is going to try to stay from hiding, well, as best as possible. But what he wants to do from distance, because he's got reach with his whip, is the bird that Store is trying to tie up and having trouble with. I basically want to snap out my whip and try to wrap it around one of these birds' legs, just momentarily, like long enough to pull it off its feet. Basically, I'm trying to assist him, help him tie this thing up.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit. Get a 1, please.
No, I got a 20. I got a 20, not a natural, but I got a 20.
It don't matter. You hit. And give me the damage.
Let's see. 7 points of damage.
Wow.
That's my max with the whip.
And it's wrapped around. It seems to be wrapped around one of its feet.
Okay.
As far as that, next round we'll go with a grapple check.
Okay.
On it. Store.
Yeah.
Isn't me after Ty?
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, Draco. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is you. I thought we already had you, but that just old man memory.
Claire, you get to ask me something, right? When you talk to me.
She asked. She made a statement that she'd. Go ahead, Claire.
Yeah, I said to him, like, if you're, I look at him, and when I sort of saw the scratches and bruises on your sort of body, I say to you, like, do not worry, mighty Dragonborn, I shall attend to your wounds later on.
Okay, then I'm going to attack the guy first and talk later.
Okay. Roll the hit.
20.
That will hit.
$11 damage.
And describe how you kill this.
He had hit me before, so after he attacked me, I bash him with my shield, and then I cut his head off with a blow, a descendant blow from my longsword. Then
Okay.
I'll like give another, how can I say that? Another movement just to so the blood gets off the sword, and I'll say to Claire, "Don't worry about me."
All right. Good to go. Store.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to tie up the bird again.
All right. Do a roll to hit.
I roll to hit.
Yeah. I'm just gonna combine the action.
I roll straight up 17. What
All
do you
right.
need to add on?
No, that's fine. That's plenty good enough. You have it on down. You're tying it on up. You notice on the one leg there's a whip that's pulling on the one side and such. So that's anything else that's going to take up pretty much your full action.
Yeah. And the last one alive, right?
Yeah, this one's alive.
Yeah, but the last one, right?
Yes,
Okay. And
and
after I think the combat is over, but after I want to try to tame it.
it's going to strike out at you with its head and from the neck.
Yeah.
And let's see here. You said an 18 hit you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Take 1 point of damage.
And a con save,
Yes, and a con save.
23.
All right, you're good to go. And Ajax, you're over rolling around on the ground.
So this should be the second round.
Yeah.
So 2 more rounds of mussing about in the tall
Yeah.
grass.
Claire.
Okay, so she sees a bird go down, and is there any more monsters around, or are we still?
You'll see off to your left. Probably about what would it be 5, 10, we'll say 15 feet away from you. Store and Fletch managing this one that's down. It's throwing its head and neck around since it's a long neck. The wings are tied, and the feet are tied with the
Okay.
whip.
So Claire
That's
walks
what
over.
you say.
Okay, Claire walks over to the bird and does a non-lethal attack to the actual bird to knock it out, to give them a bit of a helping hand.
Okay.
So it's a non-lethal attack that I'm doing. So in other words, she turns her mace upside down like a policeman's club, and she's gonna whack it across the head of this bird.
Yeah. Roll up the damage on it because even a non-lethal attack can kill.
Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. I do 8 points of damage.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I didn't kill it. It seems dazed as far as that, but not. It doesn't look like that it went out. And from there, Fletch.
Does it look like Store's got this bird under control now?
I'd say for the most part, it's throwing its head and neck around, trying to bite at anything it can reach out at.
But it's now dazed now, so surely
Yeah,
he'll get a dose.
Okay.
Evil.
Then the cleric's there. I'll unhook my whip from it,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna, unless he's too far away, I'm gonna walk over to Ajax and try to help him up, and say,
he's not too far away.
okay, and say, you might be the absolute worst rogue I've ever seen.
And Ajax is there on his back with his legs and his arms straight up like a turtle stuck on his back.
All righty. Draco.
Honestly, what are we going to do to that thing? You guys are not going to kill him?
No.
Okay.
I want him as a mount.
He's too small for a mount.
I want him as a attack dog.
Okay. Then I'll take that crossbow bolt. Then I go towards Ajax.
Okay.
And Ajax, he's standing up now, and he says, "I'm real sorry about that."
The next time, and it will be on you.
And
I give you your bolt back.
and he nods, and he's very grateful, and he'll take that and put it back in his crossbow case or his bolt case.
Okay. Store.
Yeah.
What you doing?
I try to make the bird my friend.
How you gonna do that?
Take some meat from my rations and feed it and try to handle him.
Okay. Roll. Give me your animal handling roll.
Okay. Yeah. I don't fail. 8.
Okay. And let me see here. Oh, let's do it disadvantage. Still ain't gonna. Yeah. While you're trying to feed it some meat, it pecks at you and hits you for 4 points of damage. Give me a
How
con
much?
save. 4 points. Give me a con save.
Yeah. 22. Oh my
Okay.
god.
All right. And Ajax, the scene rolls over to you. You're up. You've been helped. You've been given back a crossbow bolt. What are you doing?
He's going to stow his crossbow behind his back on the strap again, and he'll mention again, pointing at the leg of his friend Draco, and he says, it won't happen again. And if it does, I mean, hopefully I'll be hidden by the time you notice."
All right, Claire.
She will she will step in and like show the silly man is trying to train this beast how it's done, and like she says, this is how it's done, and like she uses her animal handling to handle this animal of the wilds, and she will roll her dice like so,
Okay.
and she rolls she got a 17 on animal handling.
All right. Hey, you notice that this animal it strikes out at you. It's not happy, but you know enough. You've known enough with that animal handling. Not that you know anything about this beast, but you know enough from similar type of, we'll say, auras or moods that it's rather upset and aggressive, and so you're being cautious enough where it didn't have an opportunity to attack you.
Yes,
All right.
she keeps her distance and tries to like do speak, and it's like try to whisper to it, like a bit like the horse whisperer, like going you and do like weird animal noises at it.
All right. It's just looking at you, sort of. But we'll go over to Fletch.
At this point, Fletch is just going to kind of put his weapons away, sit back with crossed arms, and watch to see how long it takes this chicken to kill one of these people.
All right. Draco.
I'll go pick up my stuff,
All right.
my javelin, and
Okay.
it's better not chop the other chickens near that one, right?
Well, you don't know.
I'll wait a little bit.
All right. Store. You have this. You have Claire over there trying to help you with befriending this oversized chicken looking thing that looks somewhat ratty, and it's not exactly happy. But what are you doing?
I'm gonna use my second wind just to gain some hit points.
Oh, okay.
And after I'm gonna try to get a thing, give him some meat and try to handle again until I can do it.
All right. It strikes out at you, and it misses.
Can I roll animal handling?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I rolled 20.
Okay. You know that you need to keep your hand away from the mouth, and that you've never seen anything like this before. It's
Just,
not really not really like a. It looks strange for a chicken since you can see them up close. Yeah, I'll bring this back on up.
Ajax will pipe up. Stop playing with our dinner.
You see, and this is what it looks like right here. Dragon-like wings, bat-like wings, if you want to call it.
I am not eating that.
And you notice that it has those clawed dew claws and that crazy tail.
Woo! I want to hit the tail. It looks the thing that has more meat.
Okay.
But that's what it is that you see that's fighting you. That's why you got the body and the legs tied on up. The neck is still pretty long, and it's able to move its head about and strike. So you kind of out of game. To get out of a niche with this thing, you got to kind of make that attack option that
I have
animal has out of there.
Yeah. I'd say bonus action. Bring me a stick. So to tie the head up.
Ajax will look for a stick. If
Okay.
Okay, so Claire will get a blanket out of her bag, like a,
Okay.
and then she's going to chuck the blanket over the creature's head to blind it, so that way
and then strike it with the mace.
And I'm going to try to calm it that way.
Okay. Store, you get hit again, take 1 point of damage. Give me a con save.
I'm bound to fail the concept.
I don't know. Yeah, you guys, it's not that hard of a con save.
18?
18. You're all right.
Plus 6, so it's not that hard.
As far as that. Once the blanket gets over top of it, we're out of a niche. The beast, it's still flopping its head around, but it can't actually bite you through the blanket.
Okay, so then Claire gets and then tie the blanket around its neck, sort of thing, not too tight, to make sure that it's like a hawk. You know, like how you keep hawks, you know, type thing, like that. So she would, ties a bit of rope around its neck and fastens the blanket, and and says, "There you go. That is how you handle such a beast."
Well done, Valentine.
Fletch is going to walk forward, stare down at this large chicken that's tied up with a rope and has a pillow over its head. And he's going to say, "We are so ready to take on the Dark Queen."
Yeah.
I'll chop
Did-
the other two tails
What?
while they're
Alright.
doing all that.
All right. Let's see here. I want to see if there's something that.
I don't say to Fletch, now I have teach myself how to tie off a dragon.
Baby steps. Baby steps.
You're going to retrieve your pike from a dragon, and you're going to take a chicken there.
I'm gonna tie off the
This-
dragon and take my bite.
This is about a 3-foot chicken. These things are, and it's more like a lizard than a chicken, but they're about 3 foot tall.
You should have had instead of a pike, you should have had a harpoon. Then you could have maybe pulled the dragon down.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, so we're out of this. You got this 3-foot chicken, like and out of game. It's a cockatrice.
I know. I was hoping somebody'd get turned to stone.
They don't have. Yeah.
Yeah,
what do you think you were saying
yeah,
against?
That's what all those Constitution checks were for. Yeah.
But the Constitution save on those aren't bad. It's only a DC 11.
Okay.
So most of you guys should have fairly easily passed that, except maybe Ajax, who has been loving to throw ones.
I'm working for the Dark Queen sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's how you're getting your gold. She's paying.
Yeah. All right. So you've come to the bridge, and you cross the bridge. And where did I put my map? And there's my map.
So we're carrying one tied up chicken,
Yep.
and
We're not carrying it. What it is like it's on the leash. So it'll be like, I guess it'll be on a leash with a blanket over its head.
Yeah, but the legs are tied.
Oh,
Yeah, I've tied the legs up.
okay, fair enough.
Now, if you want to untie the legs and you're going to do that, that's fine. I'll give you guys all that, but I'm just not going to take the assumption that that's done.
I think it's a bad idea to untie the legs. Just saying.
I'd say
All right.
Not a bad idea.
I put
Yeah.
them over my shoulders.
I say we smother it in the shore of the river.
I take the chicken over my shoulders and hold in the head so they do not bite me.
All right. And you move along, and this time I'm going to do something. One of you guys go ahead and roll me a d10. You've been going through the travels through the day. It's outside of this has been uneventful.
9.
I rolled 7.
5.
I rolled an 8.
Did you just need one though, or everybody?
I only needed just one.
Okay.
I'm getting
them all.
tired. But I don't want to. All right. Yeah, you're going. You go through the day, and nothing. You come on in. You cross the bridge. You get to about. You travel about 10 miles, and you hit the wood line, a nice tree wood line there of mixed hardwoods and softwoods like pines and spruces, and you have some beeches and alder and some oak all mixed on into this wood onto this wood. It's getting about it's getting about 6 or 7 o'clock at night.
I want to suggest we move into the tree line and go ahead, or near it at least, and go ahead and set up camp. Because we probably need to take a rest. I think a few people got injured, didn't they?
Not very much, but a little.
And Ajax will start picking up scraps of wood as we enter the tree line towards wherever our final camp will be. So he's going to be stacking wood and twigs in his arms.
Okay.
Astor tried to figure out how he could use the power of the chicken.
It hasn't laid an egg yet.
Ajax will pipe up. I've read that book. It's not a good ending.
I tried to put Ajax with the feet of the feet of the chicken.
Oh man, Ajax.
I would definitely try to tumble out of the way.
All right.
Okay.
And you guys gonna. So what's the rest of y'all doing? You're setting up this camp.
I would start making a fire.
You're making a fire.
I prepared the tails to cook in the fire.
No, I
Okay.
don't want to eat any. Yeah, no, I would eat a piece of the chicken.
I tried to put Ajax with the real chicken.
I definitely try to dodge it.
Yeah. All right.
Fletch is going to climb up and sleep in a tree tonight.
All right. You'll be able to find a tree, no problem. That's sturdy
Is
enough
there-
for that.
Okay, we'll try and find like a little river or somewhere a bit more quieter.
Oh,
And then,
There's the only river is about from where you guys are now, about 10 miles back.
fair enough then. I
and
guess
Ajax. Oh, sorry to interrupt. Let you go.
she would just walk into the woods about 5 feet away from the party and set up her prayer wheel and candles and do her thing like she does and just pray and listen to the gods because they will always give us guidance.
And Ajax is going to call out, to contrast your prayer, here's a sacrifice. And he pulls out his dagger and he guts the cockatrice. And it's
Which
bound.
one? No.
Yep, I just cut
When
its
you
guts.
come close, I'm gonna beat you. You don't hurt my pet.
But yeah, I'm definitely like trying to kill it. So whatever
Okay.
happens from there on.
Well, that's going to be their player to player, and kind of I'll let you guys
There's
kind
my
of
attack
work
roll.
that.
I'm gonna run in front of that and take the attack for the chocolates.
Roll. Damn. PV.
And then I'm gonna...
Before we get into that, what's the rest of y'all doing?
Watching from my tree.
Okay.
Preparing the tails near.
Figure
Okay, that's
I'll
what
be
I
doing-
thought. So Ajax and Claire, roll me perception dice.
Okay. 13.
All right. And Ajax, what was yours?
You muted.
You're muted, brother.
Sorry, 16. I got a -1 for my mod.
16. Okay. Well, even with the -1, you actually off in the distance, in the darkness, you think you see some lights off into the forest.
Okay, so yeah, turning away from the dead cockatrice, I'll mention that I see some
We
lights.
haven't agreed that it's dead.
Okay, but yeah, I would mention it. I would say
Yeah,
the lights
and
over here.
And that's what went on before you even decided to
Cool.
pull the dagger and like that, because I was hoping that when you guys went into the woods and the ones that went out away from the camp, like you picking up wood or Claire for our evening vegetables, vespers, that your passive perception would have been high enough, but it wasn't. So I gave you two. That's why you guys got perception rolls.
After he tells me about his light source, Claire will put her prayer wheel away and her candles away, and raise her shield and mace and approach the lights cautiously, protecting her friends and her party from the danger. And says,
All right.
and like she calls out in a booming and like in a sort of voice saying, "Who goes there?"
Ooh, okay. The lights are a fair piece out from where you're at. You'll be going probably about a quarter of a mile to get to them, Claire. But they're bright enough where you're seeing the flicker of them through the night and like that. What's the rest of and the rest of you guys have heard Claire and Ajax mention these on out.
I'll get my weapons too.
Are the trees thick enough and close enough to move towards the light but stay up in the trees?
Not really, not all of them, because you would think that maybe you could, but there's some that really they're very small. Some of them have small branches that wouldn't hold your weight, or
Okay.
you wouldn't think that would.
Fletch will hop down from his tree and start moving towards the light, away from Claire, about 40 feet away from her, and he's going to try to stay hidden.
Oh, okay.
Isn't the chicken noisy?
It will be when I attack it.
It's making some sounds. So if you're bringing it with you, it's gonna give you a disadvantage on your stealth checks.
Yeah. If Ajax doesn't kill it, I will.
Well, all of my actions are going to kill this thing before I deal with anything else.
Store. What are you doing with your pet?
I try to. Is he attacking me now, or?
Ajax will say to you, Store, you'll kill it yourself if you're part of this guild.
But is what attacking you? Is Ajax attacking you, or is the chicken
No,
attacking you?
the Ajax. Or I will find a stick like maybe 5 feet long, and put some rope in the end, so I can have around the net, and I kind of control the animal.
Okay. You'll be able to find something
Like
in the
like
woods.
the sticks you use to have wild doors and stuff, you know.
Yeah, I got the concept. And you'll be able to jerry rig an outfit like that from the woods. You'll be able to find a sapling that's long enough that you can cut down and manage with a lasso and back like that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put it around his neck and untie the legs and
So I would have
tie.
stabbed it like 6 times by now.
No, you have not. And I'm gonna say hello to Bob. It's my new pet, Bob the
And
bird.
okay, Ajax, give me 2 stealth checks.
And +4 on that, so a 13 and a 19.
My passive
Oh.
perception's a 15.
Oh, I wasn't trying to
Eh.
sneak. I'm not trying to sneak.
And the scenario that I got, that it's what I'm using,
Cool, cool.
because when Store is out getting a sapling to make his device, you were able to get close enough and it didn't perceive your presence. So if you want to give an attack, allow you one attack with advantage.
You're mute.
You're muted.
See, I did roll a 17 before, but I'm happy to roll again if you'd like.
Well, when you take the 17, you can roll again for the
But it's-
advantage.
Oh, okay. So it'd be 21 with my +4 on the 17.
Okay, roll your damage.
Excellent. So 3 damage.
Okay.
If its head is covered, I would probably get my sneak attack, but I'm not worried about that. 3 is fine.
Go ahead and do your sneak attack, because you
Excellent.
did sneak up on it. And
So 5 damage altogether.
that's all you did on a sneak attack? God. All right. You see it wiggling. There it is, oozing some blood. You guys hear this ungodly cry of pain coming from its direction. I'll give Store the chance to hear this cry of pain from his newly acquired beast.
I don't know, run back
Okay.
and try to do a medicine check on it.
All right. You're running on back. We'll say that'll take one round to get on back.
Okay, yeah.
What's the rest of you guys doing?
I'm near of them.
Yeah, you're. This is happening inside the camp.
I'll wait to
Where
see
it was.
what is the action of Store. And if
Okay.
they get a little apart from the chicken, I pick up my greatsword and I'm attack it.
All right. He's 40. He was 40 feet away from the chicken. He went into the woods to find a sapling to make a rig. That's why it's going to take him around to come back from hearing that. So, and you see blood running out of the body of this chicken, and you see a little dwarf kind of hovering over it with a dagger.
Searching it for gold.
Yeah, but I'm going to wait and see what Star makes first.
Okay. And what's Fletch and Claire doing?
Well, after Claire seeing this weird owl creature in a tree, just a normal owl in a tree, she ignores it and looks around and see if there's any signs of people living in these woods. No doubt there'll be wood elves in these woods, or perhaps some fey sort of creatures. So she listens carefully and looks around to see if there's any sort of fey-ish type creatures around.
Okay. How far do you go on out? Do you go out the quarter mile?
I keep the campfire in sight,
Okay.
so I can see it, and then just walk cautiously another 30 feet forwards, and then
Okay.
sort of and see if there's any signs of life.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Okay, so I got a 23 maximum critical success.
Oh, what languages do you know
I know
besides Celestial
Celestial, Uncommon, and Deep Speech.
and Deep Speech? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You hear some languages. It sounds like a group coming off in the distance in the front of you, but you can't understand what they're saying. And in the back of you, you hear this ungodly sound of pain that came back from the campsite.
I tell Troy, who is close by. I whisper to him, "There's another camp not far from here.
Well, Ty's back at the campsite.
Oh, so
You're by yourself.
okay, so she goes back to try and find Ty.
Okay, Ty, what are you doing? You have a bleeding chicken. You got a dragon born with a sword in hand, if I'm not mistaken. You have a
No,
drooling dwarf with a bloody dagger in one hand, and you hear crashing coming back from the woods in the direction that store went.
actually, to take a step back, I'm going to correct you, Charles, on
All
something.
right.
I did head into the woods because remember
Oh,
I said I was
okay.
going to stay 40 feet away from Claire,
Yep, that's right. My bad.
and I
But,
was high.
yeah, but the point being, I was wrong on the being back at the campsite. But
That's okay, but that squawk and whatever's going on back there, I'm totally ignoring it.
all right, give me a perception check because if you're out that far, you'll
Yeah,
also have those.
I only got a 9.
Okay, so yeah, you wouldn't have saw the light as far as that. So all right, so we're still on track.
She's trying
So
to find
that's-
Ty.
Okay. All right. You'll
Yeah, you
There
can
we go.
find.
you'll find him. He's on your way back. You happen to run across where he's up in a tree, and he is getting ready to jump on down, and he says, "Claire, Claire," just before he drops on down. So that way you know that it's your partner in this adventure, and so you don't reach out and strike him
Yeah.
quickly.
Okay, so I say to him, Ty, I heard some voices about a good mile away from here, another campsite perhaps. There might be some enemies in these woods. I wish you to join me and do some stealthy and check it out. What do you say?
You're a cleric in armor, right?
Yes.
Are you trained to be stealthy in armor?
No, but I can be quite quiet.
Okay, I was going to make a suggestion that maybe I should go sneak and check this out while you go back and make sure none of our party members kill each other.
Sure. Okay. If you
I mean,
in trouble,
You're the cleric after all, so if they're bleeding out, I figure you can stop it.
yeah, very well then. I'll let you investigate this noise I found. It is that way, and make sure you come back alive, good friend.
I'll try to. Good luck. I think I'm safer than you are.
Well, Claire will just walk into the campsite and see what's going on here.
And
Okay.
Fletch is
Well,
going to head off in the direction she told him.
Okay, and we'll get back now to the campsite with Ajax store. You're coming in. You see Ajax there. You see the Dragonborn with the sword out. Am I right, Draco?
I just picked the sword. I'm waiting to see what.
No, but you have that out. It's not like it's sheathed.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see what Star's gonna do.
Okay, and you see your newly gained beast kind of bleeding on out. It lost some more hit points.
I'm gonna run to it.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna try to
And-
do a medicine check on it
All
to
right,
try to save it.
and you see Ajax with the dagger standing in front of it. Do your medicine check.
Yeah. Oh fuck. 8.
All right. You think you did one heck of a job on this bird. Yeah, you said, I never knew that chicken was so much like human on the placement of organs and stuff. All right. What? Well, Ajax and Draco, what are you doing?
Well, Ajax is going to say before doing anything, It was a good idea to get this bird until you tried to attack me with it, and then he's going to plunge his dagger into it.
All right, roll the hit. And you see this and hear this,
17.
Draco. Oh, that a hit.
6 damage.
It squalls, and then you hear some gurgling, and it twitches from time to time.
Now I'm going to attack it.
All right. You automatically hit it and you crit it.
Oh,
What's the
with a crit
damage?
12 without rolling.
Okay.
Do I need to roll?
No, you don't need to roll. It was dead.
Okay.
But you made sure it is dead.
Okay.
And it gets quiet. And store. What do
I
you
don't
do?
have pounce 8 yes, straight into face.
I'll try to tumble away.
Claire, you walk in on this episode of a strike and a tumble and a strike with longsword or great
No,
sword.
just only fists. I'm only
Yeah.
trying to...
No, but with Draco to the
okay.
the bird, this is what she's seeing as she comes on in. And
She would just like put a hand to her face and just shake her head in disappointment that they were fighting over some stupid little bird. And like she says, "You men really need to get some horse, don't you?" And like there's some horses perhaps back at the Guilders Inn. You could perhaps hump them sometime. And then she walks away from the campsite.
okay, and so you don't tell them about the lights, then you're just walking away. All right, Fletch, you get down to the edge of this wood line that you're coming on into. It's not that you're leaving the woods, because you see that all around this this grouping of old ruins is a circle of the woods that and the forest that seem to cover it. And you're hearing different languages, and you're hearing some beat of drums. And you give me 2 perception checks. And what languages do you know?
Common and Orcish.
Okay, you'll recognize one of the languages.
Well, one of the perception checks is a 21, and the other one is a natural 20.
Okay, the 21, you'll understand one of the orcs that are hollering about in glee, I guess you'll say, and it sounds, and the voice is so familiar to you. It almost sounds like an enemy from the past that you came up against. As far as that, and with the one with the natural 20, you see this a little shiny sparkle on the just outside the tree line on this open ground.
Yeah.
About 10 feet in front of you. That the light from the fires in the that are in the ruins and the moonlight and the stars hit upon it.
Okay, the voice that sounds familiar to me wouldn't be Tin Top Mayo, would it? That orc I had a run in with back in the Illumina? He was one of the No?
It's not that orc. It almost like this orc has a regal, if you want to call it that, a regal tone on his speech.
Oh, gosh. You said that spark was about only 10 feet in front of me.
That it's like a spark, a glint, a sparkle of light,
Okay,
a reflection.
I'm gonna try to remain hidden and stealthily move towards that to see what it is.
Give me a stealth check.
16.
Okay, that's good enough for what the scenario is, and you'll get up to it, and you'll notice that it looks like a bloody pike on the one edge, where the sharp edge is, and the rest of it looks like it is fairly well taken care of. There's a red stain that the best you can tell with the dim light that runs down the pole of the pike.
Okay. I'll take the pike.
All right.
And I'm. Go ahead.
Go ahead and fill up your thought there, and then we'll switch on back.
I was just going to say I want to move forward closer so I can see exactly what's going on. And you say it's like an old temple?
It's an old ruins temple, yes.
Okay, I want to move forward to see if I can see who the speaker is or whom the speakers are.
Give me another stealth check.
14.
All right, we'll hold you there.
Okay.
Back to the camp. What are you guys doing? Claire is disgusted with the testosterone level that's going on back there. She made her statement there, so.
Yeah, she just walks off back towards Ty and try to find him.
And Ajax would. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ruben. Sorry.
I wanted to talk before Claire because we don't know where Ty is. If she leave right now, we won't know what the hell is happening.
She's just a few feet away from you. She's striding off with that, so she's in earshot. If you want to say something,
I'll ask him where's Ty. Glitch, sorry.
Yes, I found some like a campfire sort of place when I was in the woods by myself. I found a little campfire in the distance. I told Ty about it, and he went to investigate it. Since he is a ranger and he's very stealthy, he went to investigate it, and hopefully he'll be back to tell us what he has found. But you're more welcome to come with me and try and find him. I am getting quite worried about my friend, and I must go to his aid. And Claire starts to walk towards where she last saw Ty.
And Ajax will scuttle behind her with a bloody dagger in his hand.
I'll go to it.
I don't know sort of punch Ajax from the behind.
We better keep away from him because we are not as stealth as he is.
Claire, take you guys up to where she left Fletch, and Fletch isn't there.
I point to the direction of the fire camp, the light source where I saw it, and I say he went that way. He must have stealthily went that way. We could try to follow him, but we might cause a racket or noise. If anyone is good at stealth, I recommend trying to find him.
I think we should wait a little bit more.
Very well. And Claire
if we get out of here and they see us.
Yes, Claire will get some she'll go and find like a stone to sit on or a bit of fallen limber and just wait there for Ty and pray that he is okay.
I'm distrusted by Ajax, so I'm gonna look for Ty.
Okay.
Completely.
You see, give me a perception.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. 5.
Fine. You don't see, you don't notice Ty, or Fletch rather, and but Fletch, give me another perception check because we may
I
have.
got I got a 6.
Oh, okay. You don't see. You don't see this for love nor money. Out around the corner steps this huge orc in battle dress, and it looks in chainmail and big helmet, and it looks real familiar. It looks like you have flashbacks of back at when you first ran into the Dark Queen and the orcs that were in the den, and the chief orc that was there. He steps out around the corner to relieve himself from the festivities, and he notices you, and he bellers in orc, "Who are you? Why are you over here? Are you a slug? We're celebrating. We have found the shards that the Dark Queen has requested us to have."
Do you have the shards yet? I'll say to him in Orcish.
"Yes, but who are you that question me?"
Is the queen here? I answer only to her.
Let's see here. Do you roll me a deception check? And let me see my.
Ooh, I actually have deception. I hardly ever use it. I got a 14.
Okay. He says, "I don't remember her talking of any that look like you." And he's moving his head up and down, and
I'm her fiance. Idiot.
he doesn't acknowledge that. That's not what we've seen in our rallies. But she should be here soon, along with the Lord, to gain this.
So you guys are having a party?
We're celebrating for their entrance and to give them this tribute that we have long hard fought for.
Well, I hold up a sheet of paper and say, well, I got this note from Lord Darnizhaan that says I'm supposed to be here, or there was going to be real trouble.
Man. And that's the note that was on the kobold, right?
Yes.
This orc will take it. He'll go, he'll look at it, and he'll pull it.
Hey, be careful. I want that back.
And he'll give it on back to you. All right.
I'll roll
Well,
it
don't
up.
lurk out here in the shadows.
Okay.
Now with that, we'll shoot back to the rest of the team members that are up on the wood line. Give me perception checks. If you get a 15 or higher, you'll hear this portions of this conversation.
Ajax got an 18.
19.
All right.
I got
Alright.
15. That's all.
All right.
But do any of them speak Orcish?
No.
I speak giant. I don't know about that.
How about you, Claire? What did you get?
I got a 16, 17, 18, 19. I got a 19.
As long as it was above 15 or above, that you all heard this conversation. It was in orc, so if you don't know orc, you don't know what was actually said. But you but you will recognize Ty's voice, because that's one thing. He wasn't trying to hide it. He was just out and out.
Because Ajax doesn't hear like combat going on, he's just going to try and hide and continue to listen.
All right,
Claire
give me a
will-
stealth check. Go
Claire
ahead,
will get
Claire.
up. Claire will get up and start to run towards Ty's voice, thinking that he is in peril or in danger.
I got a 20.
Can I try to grab her?
Yeah, I'll give you the chance to try to grab her. Go ahead and roll the hit.
21.
And your AC is, let's see here, Claire, I got you down
17.
here. Yeah. So you can get a hand on her, but I'll let you guys kind of play that out. But you did, Claire, you did say you hollered.
No, I just get up and grab my shield and mace and run towards Ty.
Okay.
I'm not screaming or anything. I'm just running to his aid.
Okay. All right. So you're not being stealthy. So that's there. That ruckus. Store.
Yeah,
You were looking for him.
Yeah, I'm going away from Aegis and looking for Ty.
Yeah, and with that, with the perception, you heard his voice, you know the direction that he's at, you know he's talking to someone, you just don't know the language. You were out ahead of these guys looking for him, so I'll give you a 15-foot advantage
Yeah.
on distance. What are you doing?
I say to the fighter, I say to Dragon Ball, let me go. I must go to your friend's aid. And like she tries to break free of his grapple. And then
well, you guys weren't, it wasn't a grapple, he just kind of grabbed you a little bit. We'll get back to that though, Claire.
Okay.
Store, what?
I just walk in to Ty. I try to see who that is.
All right, and now with that, yeah, we'll mitigate this grab. We'll do Draco. Do a pose strength check with Claire.
Okay. 19.
okay, she got a plus strength, 17. 18, 19, 20. I got 17 plus my strength, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20.
All right, you're Draco. You have your hand on her armor on the shoulder, trying to bring her on back, and your grip. She pulls out of her grip. She says what she did earlier, just a minute ago, that she has to go and help. That's the scenario there. So she's headed in that direction.
Then after she gets free from me, can I talk to her and to
Yes.
to
Go ahead.
the store? I tell, you are going to get him killed. He was talking with someone, and it seemed too threatening in the end. So if you get there and they know he's with us, we're all in big troubles. That way maybe he can get us some. Just stay here and trust Master Fletch for a bit.
Now you said that was to Claire or to Store?
To both.
Okay, because Store is 15 foot ahead and walking down that way, and the scenario that's going to unwrap on that is that the voice that was talking to Fletch will bellow out in Orcish at the movement that he's hearing coming on down towards them. Halt! Who goes there? What's the password of the day?
And as soon as he says that, Fletch is going to, in Orcish, he's going to say, "Oh, there were some do-getters from this guild up hanging out in the woods. I had to sneak past them. That's another thing. I come here to tell you about them so you can send out some guys to kill all of them."
So I tried to guess the password, and I'm gonna say Sausage Fest.
All right, but
And
you're
then
not
Claire will
saying
say, Claire will use I use a spell on the orc. He has to do a wisdom saving throw of 13, please.
Well, hold on a minute. Uh, you didn't story. You didn't say that in Orcish, did you?
No, I try to say in giant. Then.
Okay. All right, Claire. The spell that you're casting. What is it?
It's called command.
Okay. And what's the range?
As long as he can hear me or see me, I can
Okay.
I can use a command on him, but he has to do a DC 13.
Okay. Hold on a second. I want to check something on that. Let's see. All right, 60 feet. That's okay there. Okay. Uh, and do you speak Orc?
No, I do not speak orc, but I do know that, I guess does he speak common or understands a word that I say?
Well, and that's what I'm trying to get at is what? How did you cast the spell? In what language?
I speak common to him.
Okay. Ready and okay. Let me see here. And you said it was a 13.
Yes, that is correct.
All right. And wisdom. Okay. Um, what what are you trying to tell him to do?
Right, if he succeeds, I tell him to command sleep. If if it fails, he stays awake and he just ignores my command.
Okay. All right. And Ajax and Draco.
Yep.
I'll get you in there. What you doing?
Oh, so he passed then.
Say what?
So he succeeded or failed.
He it appears to you that he succeeded.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Um,
Okay, how many feet from us is that guy?
he's
That orc.
60. He's 60 feet from you.
I guess I'm going to throw a javelin. I walk then my 30 feet and I throw him the javelin.
All right.
I would
Roll.
I'd
Go
follow
ahead.
him as well.
All right. Roll the hit.
18.
Okay, that a hit?
10
And I
damage.
try to shoot him in the gut.
What was the damage,
10.
Draco? 10? Okay. All right, he lets out a beller, and you're shooting him in the gut, Ajax?
Yeah, so I guess I'd use my cunning action to try and hide first. I got a 14,
All right.
and then I'll attack from behind a tree if that's what I'm hiding behind. I got
Yep.
a 22 to hit.
That a hit.
And should I throw sneak damage on there?
Uh, I would
Or is that
say,
only when
yeah.
he's engaged?
No,
Yeah.
it's not when he's only engaged, but he's not surprised. He's not surprised, and he knows somebody that you're out there. But the only reason I'm going to give it to you is because Fletch is within 5 feet of him. So,
Oh, cool. So 5, 6, 7, 9 damage.
okay. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Who died? Okay. Over to Store and Fletch. We're going to rotate this on over to. Store, what you hear is the whisk of two implements going on by you, a javelin and a crossbow bolt. You hear him beller, you guys do. He hollers in Orcish, "We're under attack." What are y'all doing? And Store, you see a pike in Fletch's hands.
Oh, I'm gonna run up to Fletch, and say, "Can I borrow this?" and smack the orc in the take the fight and smash the orc in the head.
Yeah, I'll let him have the pike.
Okay. At this juncture, we're going to be definitely in a niche. You guys had your surprise action, so give me your initiative orders.
No, I have a 9.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, and we got Fletch. What was yours?
21.
Oh, yours is 21 again? Okay. 21, Fletch. And then we have, after that will be 14, which is David. And then 10, which is Jax. And then, which is, and 7, and then 4. All right, Fletch, it's you're up to go.
Okay. Quick question, and this may take an insight roll or something else. Does this guy perceive me as one of his enemies?
Give me insight. And I'd have to say yes. Coming to think about it, because I gave Ajax advantage because you were within 5 feet.
And
Or
I
not-
handed him the pike. Or I handed Store the pike.
Yeah.
Okay. I only got a 5, but I figured he probably was. Well, the gig's up. Whip out my offhand, short sword out in my main hand, and I'll try to stab him twice and try to hit him with my whip.
All right.
For simplicity's sake, I'll do the whip first.
Oh, okay.
That's just an 11. That sucks. That's hit.
That misses.
I figured. With the short sword, another 11 and a 16.
16, you said?
Yes.
All right. That just hit.
Okay. For 8 points of damage.
Ready? All right. And from there, it goes to Claire.
Okay, so she'll use up her second slot, second spell for the day. She's got 3 in total now that she's level 2. So her second spell is a bonus 1. So she pulls out a bit of paper from her companion that she done earlier today, and
Okay.
she slaps it on her chest piece, creating a holy shield, a shield of faith on herself. So she starts to glow and starts to make an aura around herself, and then she starts running forward.
Okay. Ajax.
Okay, so Ajax is going to use his full 25 movement and sort of try and move in an arc just to get around the people who are sort of forming the front line, and just to
Okay.
hopefully try and get a shot off again. But he will use his
Okay.
cunning action to try and hide again behind a tree or something.
All right.
So he's pretty noisy about that.
So you're staying up on the tree line.
Yeah, amidst the trees, but yeah, more importantly, he just wants to get people out of the way.
Yeah. Well, that just for my reference of distance, because that's going to keep you about 60 feet out.
Okay, cool. And yeah, I wasn't very sneaky. I rolled a 9 or a 5 with 9 with a modifier.
Okay.
But I will ring out with a shot.
Alrighty.
And not much better. I got 8 to hit.
8 to hit. You miss.
Yeah. All right. That completes his turn.
All right. Store.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the bike. Is that my dad's bike? You know that? Can I feel that?
Right at the moment, you haven't inspected it enough to know. You just
Okay.
know that right now it's a pike. You may surmise that it is.
Okay. I'm
That's
gonna try to attack the orc.
All right.
20.
That will hit.
And I roll a 4. That is, I think it's about 9 damage. No,
You
8
said
damage.
8 damage. All
Yeah.
right.
And I'm gonna try to hit again. Will use my action sets.
All right.
I roll 19.
19 to hit.
Yeah. And 12 damage.
All right. Alrighty, and that will bring us to him. And let's see here. What's he? He will sling off his shoulder a great axe, and he'll swing once at Fletch, and he'll say, "Orc traitor," and once at Store, and the one on Fletch is what's he get for his plus on that? That's a 16. Does that hit you, Fletch?
No.
All right. And a 22 for Store. I know that hits. And
But he's part dragon now.
it doesn't mean he doesn't get hit.
Oh.
And he takes 14 points of damage.
Yikes.
14?
Yes, 14 points of damage.
That
And
hurts.
he'll take a 5-foot step. They're back and look over his shoulder, and Draco, it's your turn.
Well, do we get an attack of opportunity on him?
Not from the 5-foot step.
Okay.
We don't know exactly where the shard is, right?
You don't. No, you don't. You heard it was supposed to meet up at the this temple where you're at. The only one that knows that they really have the shard is Fletch.
Okay, then I I'll draw my longsword, and I'll go towards the orc.
Oh,
Drawing the weapon is a bonus action, or
it's
oh,
basically a free action.
really?
Basically, you're going to pull it. Go ahead and pull it, and
Okay,
because you would have pulled from up there, you said you had it pulled back at the campsite.
after that I wanna make a use divine favor on the longsword
Okay.
and attack the orc.
Okay. You won't be able to attack the orc yet because you were 60 foot away yet. But you'll be able to do all that and move.
But I have gone near of him because I've already thrown a javelin, and I didn't have any disadvantage, so I had to be 30 feet away from him.
Oh, well, that's my bad because I thought I thought you were at 60 foot and had did the disadvantage, but that's all right. We'll compromise and say you're at 35 feet.
Okay, yeah, then I can't attack.
And that will put us back up to the top.
Fletch will move in to him. I'll hit him with the whip first. That's
Okay.
an 18.
Hits.
3 points of damage.
All right.
And then I'll try to stab him twice with my short sword. I got a 16 and a natural 20.
All right, both those a hit, and the natural 20 will do the damage for the 16.
That's 9 points of damage.
All right, and that. And let me flip my chart here for critical hits. Critical hit chart. Roll me a d10.
9.
Okay, you hit him square in the chest, and roll me a percentage.
56.
Ooh. Roll me a d4.
1.
Okay. You hit him with the damage, plus he's confused in a confused state for 2 turns.
Okay, that did 10 points of damage to him.
All right. Ready. And after that is Claire.
Okay, so she walks up to the orc and stands beside the dragon and attacks with advantage since she is flanking the orc now.
All right.
Okay. So 14, 15, 16, 17. So I got a 17 on
That
my
hits.
Okay, and he takes 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And Ajax.
Yeah, Ajax will remaneuver again. He thinks that tree was responsible for the noise he made trying to stealth. So he'll just get a little closer and try to find a good angle to both hide and shoot from. So
All right.
you got 18 for his hide,
Okay.
and then 21 to hit.
That a hit.
And if he's engaged, I guess I get my sneak as well.
Yes.
Excellent. So 10 damage, piercing.
Okay. He howls and stuff, but he's still standing.
And
Somewhat.
Ajax will call him a milksop in giant, probably getting rid of his. Well, I guess he's on stealth when he shot him, but that's his turn.
All right. Store.
But gonna hit him again.
Okay.
I'm 10 feet away from him, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him. I rolled a 17, 30, no, 23.
Well, that hits.
11 damage.
All right. Explain to me how he dies.
I just stab him in an old-fashioned stab in the throat with my
Okay.
pike.
Alrighty.
And I
And
make sure the blood just spill out big time.
all right. And let's take about a 5-minute break. I'm going to need to get myself a cup of coffee before we get into this next combat.
Sure. Spoilers!
Sounds good. Right back.
Okay.
Yep. Alrighty. We all back?
I am good to go whenever.
All right. I see we have Ty. It looks like we got Chris. David, Ruben, you back?
Yep, back.
All right.
Real quick, other than this orc leader, nobody else has seen us yet, though, have they?
No, not yet.
Okay.
All they know is that he yelled that we're under attack, and you would think that you would be either seeing some individuals or hearing some individuals coming around your way.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell Ty, just let me to lead them away.
Yes.
And you just
I hate to interrupt you, but that's exactly what I was going to say. Everybody, run as loud as possible, as fast as possible. I wouldn't turn in and fight until you get back to the campsite, unless you have to.
And you guys hear these loud flapping of huge wings.
Oh, crap. And after Fletch said that, Fletch is going to hide in some trees.
I don't know run as a modifier.
I can't hide.
You'll have to move about 60 feet to get to the tree lines, because this is all happening right down there where the body lays up over. And let me paint this a little bit, okay? And maybe it'll help, maybe it won't. At the ruins, you have this wall that's up there, and it's broken on down, shattered in spaces. There's no roof per se left anymore, and you have the glow of the fires or the light that they're using inside. You don't know exactly what yet. You haven't peered around to see, but you hear a familiar flap of huge wings and you'll feel the air move, a large amount of air move with it, and up over top of that wall you'll see a visage of what looks to be like a black dragon.
As soon as I see this dragon, I take an action, bonus action. As soon as it attacks, I'm gonna claim sentry on myself. So as soon as it attacks or tries to attack, I get to cast sentry on myself as a reaction. So
Okay,
I prepare that action.
Okay.
All right, on that, Claire, I thought that last spell was your last one for the day that you had.
No, I cast 3.
Okay, no, just the one
can
to
cast
check.
3
Just wanted to
spells at level
check.
2.
No, just wanted to check because I thought it's just what my perception was of what I thought I heard. Okay, you've done that. You're seeing this come on up and feeling it, and you're going to hear a couple other voices coming around, a couple different languages, but. There, with that picture taken, I know Fletch wants to grab cover and get someplace.
I was trying to tell everybody to run, make as much noise as possible, don't fight till you get back to the campsite, and then I was going to hide.
Okay.
If the woods is too far away, is there a place to hide there, like in the ruins?
Yes, there is. There's rubble because, like any ruins, there's fallen, knocked down walls and such that's around there.
Then I will hide and hope for once everybody does what I say.
All right, give me a stealth.
17.
Okay. And let me see here. Oh, okay. I know what I got to do. What's the rest? Yeah, what's the rest of y'all doing?
How long is to the trees?
60 feet.
Fuck. I'm gonna lay down, take the body over me, and play that.
Ajax is going to. I think he's probably still right at the tree line, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah, you're right at the tree line.
So yeah, Ajax he'll stow his crossbow behind his back on his strap, and he'll start clapping and call "Udolale" as he runs back to the fire, or to try and find the fireplace. Making big racket.
Back to the campsite?
Or, yeah, one movement into the woods at least, in the
Okay.
direction of the campsite.
All right. Let me see.
I'll run into the camp too.
All right. So he'll this dragon will see you running on up there from the halfway point, which shouldn't be no problem. You'll get in before he could do anything on this. You'll be able to get to the tree line, Draco. Right, and we got Claire down there. She casted a spell. We've got this dragon that's lofting itself up above the stone wall. We have Fletch that's hiding. We got Ajax howling and screaming like a crazy man, running off into the woods.
It's actually
And
it's like a reaction to the dragon. It's like if it attacks me, then it has to do like a wisdom save. It has to do like a wisdom throw to do so. If it fails, it does the attack completely misses me, and that's what Sentry does, in a way.
Alright, and let's there again.
That's if it attacks me. That is.
Well, and yeah, and that's
It only works if he attacks me. So as soon as he
no,
attacks me,
I got you.
Yeah.
I painted the scene. That's what's going on. There's some other things that'll be going on, but I gotta get my eyes focused. All right, and we have Store that's hiding underneath the dead goblin orc chieftain. All right.
Yeah, playing dead.
Yep. And I gotta. Trying to find this here. Sorry about that. Anyways, so let's see. There's 1, 2, and the obvious. You'll see this dragon go up in the air about 30 feet. There, he seems to be putting his attention onto the racket that Ajax is making, and at the moment, that's what you guys are seeing. What are you doing?
Ajax, he keeps making a ruckus. He's hooting and hollering and clapping, and he's doing a little ham boning.
All right.
I'm going as far as I can, and I start talking in Draconic.
and Claire will keep her spell at hold, ready to cast when the dragon attacks. So she just keeps it in her mind, ready to cast it when the dragon does attack or does something.
All right, and it seems like the dragon. At first, the dragon was focusing in on Ajax, but as soon as he heard the Draconic language, you could see that he shifted his mass and his visage over in the direction from where he heard the Draconic, and he'll speak on now. Coward, come and flee away. Come battle like a real dragon should.
Can I answer that?
Oh yeah, go ahead and answer.
I'll tell him. At least it isn't me who needs. Is that an elf or a human or what in his back?
Actually, you don't see anybody on his back right at the moment. In fact, this one looks a little bit bigger than the one that you saw.
Oh. If I make him come after me, I'm surely dead. Can you at least recover the shard? But I'll answer him. I'm not a coward. You are a coward. Why don't you come over here?
All right, and that's going on. Ajax, you're hearing these words, these tones, these hisses. If you speak Draconic, you hear
I do.
exactly everything that goes on. What's going on with that? Claire, you're hearing these tones, but I don't think you talk Draconic, so you don't know exactly what's being said. Store, what are you doing during this conversation?
Playing dead. I
You
can
still
play
playing?
dead until something sees me.
Okay, Fletch.
I am staying hidden.
Okay, so
Get-
like as the dragon is like turns attention to the dragonborn, she keeps hold of that spell for now, and goes to the and runs to the temple to try and see if she can see, to try and get some cover.
Okay, I thought you were already down there at the ruins of the temple because you struck at didn't you strike at the orc
Yeah,
chieftain?
she's trying to run inside.
Oh, running inside. Okay. As you run inside, what you see is this large, dark figure in black, shiny plate mail with a red gem ruby set in the chest plate of this full plate male. You see this smaller dragon that you do remember that seems to have a injured leg. You see a couple other, you see a female that looks kind of like human but not, somewhat, you'd almost say reptilian style features lightly. And you see this other almost elegant looking almost drowish but not. And let me see if I still have her picture, and I'll share her picture with you if I can find it quickly.
So Ajax, he started singing to the tune of London Bridges, flying dragons falling down.
All right. Where is?
So Claire will like look at these people, and she says, "Are you hurt in any way?"
And he's saying that in Draconic, just to add on.
All right. There we go. And let me get back here. And this is the female next to the dark, full-plated paladin warrior in full plate that you see.
Okay, so Claire will be like
Right
all
here.
peaceful. Claire will be like all peaceful and social, and she'll say, "Oh, hello. Are you okay? Are you hurt in any way?"
And she'll say no, and she'll command. she'll command the the smaller dragon and the others that are in there to capture you for questioning on why you're there. Let me see here.
As I try to, I sort of say, "There's a dragon outside. There's no time for this hustle bustle."
She'll say, I know the dragon is out there. I sent him.
Oh. I see. And then as she starts climbing towards me and try to grab me, I claim sanctuary on myself. So now she has to do a wisdom saving throw. Anytime she tries to attack me, she has to. She can't. So she first has to do a wisdom saving throw first.
Well, hold on here. I'm trying to find the spell. And I'm not finding it. Why am I not finding it? Let's do this. Shape. Sequester.
If Ajax made it back to the camp, he'd maybe.
Yeah, Ajax, you'll make it back to the camp.
He's going to move the body of the cockatrice onto the fire.
Yeah.
Okay. You sure it's Sentry?
Sanctuary is the creature. Sanctuary, a warding creature.
Sanctuary. That's what I was. I was looking for Sentry, and it's.
No, sanctuary. When a creature attack, I target myself, and any creature that attacks me must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature does not succeed, I am protected for that for 1 minute.
Okay, there's boys.
Let's see here.
So any creature that attacks me last round must have must do a wisdom saving throw.
The small dragon will let go of the breath weapon, and you'll need to make a saving throw because Sanctuary doesn't work against area effect.
It doesn't. It works against.
It doesn't. If you read the spell on the bottom, the spell does not protect the warded creature from area effects such as explosions of fireballs and such.
Okay, so what's the DC for the?
It has to be, and this is what I was talking about last time. It has to be that spell protects you from something directly, solely pointed at you.
Yeah. Okay.
The DC is 15.
So she got a 17.
Okay, you'll take half damage for your dex. There, let me bring up his damage on that. I believe it's only 22. So it'd be 11 points, I believe. Let me get to him, because he's just a youngster. DR Dragons. Let's get down here, Black Dragon. Yep. And it is 15, 20, yeah, it's 22. Because I do I'm doing the average on it and like that. So, yeah, you make the save and throw, and you take half damage, so that's 11 points of damage.
She's still standing, and as a bonus action, I activate my building ability, cleric ability, known as Preserve Life.
Okay.
So I can I can spend 13 points of hit points to heal myself, which I spend on myself and heal myself. So the dragon did his damage, and ultimately I healed it.
Okay. And let's see here. We'll get back to that, and I don't want to leave these guys out too far. And the bigger dragon will be going towards Draco. And even though he's hearing you holler at in Draconic, he's kind of going that way. He's trying to find, because you got the canopy, he's trying to find you underneath the trees. And that'll be with disadvantage. So, and he doesn't seem to find you. Fletch and Store.
Yeah.
You doing anything different? The dragon is gone, flying over. The big dragon is gone, flying over there. Oh, I gotta throw.
Mission accomplished.
I gotta do a D6. Okay, I like that one. That'll be there. All right.
I'm gonna walk to Fletch and heal myself with a magic jet.
All right. Take care of that.
Okay. Fletch is going to, because he's not seen a shard or shards yet or anything, he's going to try to stealthily climb over or through ruins to get deeper into the temple to see if he can find where the shard's at.
All right. As you go and work your way through the wall that's down,
Yeah.
you see the description of what I just gave to Claire.
Okay.
As far as that.
The armored figure has a glowing red gem in its breastplate.
It has a bright red gem.
Bright red gem. I have seen, well, Fletch has had pieces of shards in his hand before. Does it look like that?
No. This almost looks like blood red.
Okay, that's what I thought. As long as I'm not seeing, I keep looking for a shard. If
You'll notice, give me a perception check.
22.
Okay. You'll notice that the other female that has reptilian features seems to be holding something in her one hand that would remind you of several shards that are already combined.
Oh. If possible, I'll try to work through the ruins to kind of get around behind her.
Give me a stealth check.
Another 22.
Okay. You'll be able to move and get in position, but it's going to take you all that round of time. All right, so we're
How close would I be to her?
We'll say 30 feet.
Okay.
And yes, because she's fairly decent there on that. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we got them, and now we'll have this female, which will say some words, and all of a sudden you start seeing a bunch of snakes crawl in onto the floor in front of her. 8 snakes, almost like slithering as a writhing wall of protection, in a sense, on the floor. Not necessarily a true wall up there, but barrier. And you see this dark knight turn and look at the Dark Queen, and you get a dark feeling about the situation.
Hmm.
And
Well, Claire will
go, go ahead.
She will back away. She will first she will cast Sacred Flame on the knight. Since he has heavy armor, he won't have good dexterity. So she's going to cast Sacred Flame on the Black Knight. He has to do a DC dexterity save of 13.
You'll notice that it has no effect. It doesn't even seem to go off.
Okay, and then I do a dash outside the exit door.
Okay, and let's see here. All right. Okay, you're dashing on out. You can go. Ajax.
So,
All of a sudden, the dragon seems to be bearing down towards your direction.
do I notice it, or should I roll perception?
You'll notice. I mean, this dragon is huge, so it's not going to be hard to miss it. With the amount of wind and knowing that it was following you and Draco.
And well, I feel like in my head, Ajax feels like he's done what he was here to do, which is get this dragon's attention, and he's going to cry out in Draconic, "You dirty son of a harpy!" And then he's going to dash for the nearest tree or brush that he can find and use his cunning action to hide. And
Give me a stealth check for the hide.
Okay, cool. And no, I don't think I did too good there. 9.
Oh, okay.
And if he's within 300 or so feet, then yeah, he'll shoot as well, if he can with his crossbow.
Go ahead and shoot.
Okay.
It may be your last action, but go ahead and shoot.
So if he's within 80, it won't be.
I'll give you that he's within 80.
Excellent. So it whizzes by him and doesn't hit him.
Okay. Draco.
Okay. How far from the camp am I?
You're about 40 feet from the camp. You see the large dragon bank away towards the camp, towards Ajax's voice, which you'd be familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
And
so I scream, "Ajax, run!" And then I run to the opposite side, and I'll start screaming in Draconic, "Are you running, you wussy?"
all right. And you'll notice that a swing on back towards you takes a wide, because of its size, it has to take a wide turn. It swoops on down where he saw Ajax, and with its tail, it's going to take a strike at Ajax, and it'll hit, and you'll for.
Just run into the ruins.
11 points of damage. With the tail coming across, slapping.
Is that to Ajax?
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
and it banks around, and it comes towards Draco's direction. Now we'll switch over to Store. It's your time in the limelight. What are you
Yeah.
doing? Living or dying? Or just crying?
I gonna drink my healing potion because I was pretty damn down.
All right.
So that is I drink my healing potion, and can I loot inside the door?
Yeah.
I'm looking to see what happened, and I
And
say, "Holy fuck!" And I'm gonna put my head back. Maybe can I bonus actually just distract them by throwing my fox hat in?
uh, by
Throwing my
the
fox hat in.
throwing your fox hat in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
you.
distract them. Because it's the power of optimism.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It'll distract some of the snakes that are on the floor.
Okay,
It'll go over and start biting at it.
that's fine. Yeah, and that was my turn.
Okay, and boom, boom, boom. Claire was running there on the
He runs,
last one. What you doing, Claire?
she runs outside the temple, and she looks at the structure of the whole of the temple, and hits it with her mace to try to create a bit of rubble, sort of thing. Type of thing is to like seal this woman inside, and if it's not that weak, then she will just keep running.
All right, go ahead. You're hitting it with your mace.
Yeah, I just hit
Alright.
the wall. I just hit some rubble with a mace to try and make a cave in.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and roll me up your damage on the mace when you hit with the mace, and I'll look to see what the how much it will affect.
9.
9. You'll not. There was a couple of the stones that were kind of loose there. You'll knock them on down, and part of that lower section will come down, and it'll leave about a foot or so of a barrier up there where the other snakes that were down on the floor come up to, and it kind of stops them there. They don't go too much further than what that is.
Okay. And after
Okay.
she's done that, she'll just head on outside and try to head towards the trees.
You'll make it to. I'll say you make it to the tree line. Fletch.
Are there snakes between me and her?
Somewhat. You saw part of the wall tumble on down, and it opened up a better view of her seeing you and the Dark Queen and this dark plated individual fighter, paladin, warlock, god, seeing you.
So they have seen me for sure now.
They have now. You had some cover before until the part of that wall come down to open up.
Oh, great.
Don't forget, you was hiding. I don't see you because my passive perception is only 13.
Nobody's blaming Claire.
No.
Not yet.
We're always helping each other.
Yeah.
Did them suddenly see me surprise them? Like I've got a surprise action?
I don't know if it's going to be a surprise action because they're in combat. It's kind of hard. They're kind of ready for most anything. The only thing that's took them by surprise, and that's not really the right word, was this ugly ass fox hat.
Okay. This is what I want to do. We're not really an initiative or anything, so I don't know if I can do this, but this is what I want to do.
Okay.
I want to run forward, jump the snakes, rush up to her with the shards, and basically With my offhand, I want to hit the back of her wrist, hoping it will help open her fingers some. And with my other hand, I want to grab the shard collection or shard out of her hand.
Okay. The way we'll run this one is you'll go ahead and give me an athletics check, or athletics for the jump.
16.
All right. And you'll do that just Jim Dandy. Give me to hit on her hand at disadvantage, since you're calling the shot. We'll treat it as a called shot.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh,
Since it's on disadvantage, yeah.
Crackers. Roll me a d8.
Oh no. 5.
Okay, and roll me damage.
Unarmed damage?
No, were you using a weapon, right? You had your whip in one hand and the short sword in the other, right?
Yeah, I had my whip, but I wasn't actually using the whip. I was just like trying to hit the back of her hand. I guess.
Well, yeah, but
okay. The whip damage. Oh, geez, 7 maximum.
Okay, so a quarter of that is half would be 4, and then we'll say she takes 2 points of damage, and you notice that her grip on the shard loosens, but it doesn't fall as you intended, and now you're standing right in front of her.
And this is the Dark Queen.
No, this is the female that has reptilian style features.
Okay.
And let's see here.
Can I still try with my other hand to, like, put away my short sword and grab the shard, pry it from her fingers?
You can try to, but she's gonna get an attack with the scimitar.
Is this an attack of opportunity?
Kinda.
Okay. Well, you may rule differently, but I now have the mobile feat, which means if I make it...
I know what the mobile feat is. Okay.
Okay.
So it doesn't really get attack of opportunity because it diminishes that because you already attacked, whether it was successful or not.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're standing in front of her. It's not you see her pull a scimitar, and then for some reason it must have got stuck in the sheath to slice, but she couldn't get it to hit you.
Okay. Can I still try to get the shard out of her hand with my other hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll to hit her. Which is
okay. I put my sword away, so I'm going unarmed. Oh, geez. I got an 18.
All right, that hits.
If I do damage, it would be 4 points of damage.
Okay, but I wasn't really looking so much for damage as that you hit the target that you're looking for, and now it's going to be opposed strength checks.
Okay. Oh, I got a 19.
All right, you rip it right out of her fingers. She's still tingling from where you hit her with the back of the whip.
Okay, now, again, this is up to you, but I moved 30 feet to get to her.
But this is like a second round.
Yeah,
so
okay.
I'll give you a movement on that.
Oh, yeah, I've got 40 feet movement now. I'm booking it. I'm gone.
All right.
I just turn and run.
Now we're going to get back to the other guys. I'll have a couple of snakes take a bite out at you and like that. So, all right, Claire, was running. We have Ajax. We'll go to Ajax because he just got hit, and then we'll go to Ruben or
So
Draco.
yeah, Ajax did what he could to absorb the tail blow, but it took quite a toll on him. And yeah, he will. I guess he'll get up to the tree line, run up to the tree line, or get
Okay.
and then if it requires a dash, he could do that, and he'll use his cunning action to hide.
All right. Give me a stealth.
Can do. 6, 7, 8. So just 10.
Ajax dragon bait. I like that. Just a 10. He kind of sees you. Draco.
I keep running in, calling him.
All right. He's going towards you. He's ignoring
I'm using
Ajax, and he'll be flying on down towards the general area where you're at because he saw that. He'll get. He's still up in the air about 20 feet, which puts him about 10 feet above. Well, about 2 feet above the treetops. He's really Napa Earth type of flight.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to hide anymore.
You can try to. You got cover. The canopy of the treetops.
I should be far enough.
So,
Say what?
Just a second. 14.
14? Okay. Let's see here. And he, for some reason, just does not see you. Damn dice.
Thank God.
And with that, we'll go over to Store.
Claire's still running into the woods.
So Claire is running away.
She's running
She's
back
pro-
into the back to the campsite. You if you would see her because you were still down at the ruins, running up the one side to the tree line and going to beat the band.
What about
So-
Fitz?
Say what?
Fitz? Fitz?
Oh, Fletch.
Yeah.
Fletch, you see him running also. He comes about we'll say about 45 seconds after Claire went running to beat the band. You saw Fletch heading right on out towards the tree line also.
Yeah. Running for a fight is not store style, so he gonna with the door. He was gonna try to position him high, so he can take his pipe and just put it down and lift it come out.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you can do that. And
So I'm over the door or something like that.
all right.
Hidden. I try to hit.
Okay.
You wanna roll? 12. No, at disadvantage. Yeah, 12. I
All right.
think.
That'll miss.
No, to hide.
Oh, to hide. I thought you said to hit, that you're going to try to strike as they come out the door.
No,
Okay.
yeah, but later. Yeah,
Okay.
I just want to hide there.
Okay.
So,
All right. And boom, boom, boom. Claire, you're running on back
Yep.
through the woods. You see this dragon. I mean, huge dragon swooping out and around.
Oh dear.
No, Bill, no, we didn't start early. In fact, we started a little late.
I guess since she will.
Sweeping on down, coming towards you.
I guess she'll try and find like a bush or like a bit of like. As soon as she sees a dragon, she'll dive into like some bushery and take some and try to hide.
All right. Give me a stealth check.
So what have I got to roll?
Just a stealth check.
Okay. Oh no, not got no stealth at all. This is going to be painful. I got a 17 in stealth.
All right. You think that you're doing all right. Fletch, as you're running up into the tree line, you look on back, and for some reason you see this huge dragon coming back to the old ruins, and as you see there, that dark plated individual seems to reach over to the Dark Queen and grab her by the throat, picks her on up, and takes his hand that has, now on the one hand you see this big ring with a ruby that shines, and pulls her soul out of her body. The body goes limp, and they turn to smoke, and they waft away. And the dragon comes on back, reaches down and picks up its child, and the lady, the Ute pureblood, jumps on its back, and they fly on off to regroup. And you guys will have an uneventful trip at this point back to Illumina. You have captured all the shards at this point.
Fletch does not go with everybody else. He disappears. He disappears in the woods. They're on their own.
All right.
But
you have the shard, right?
Yeah, and I'm going to Illumina. But
no, but I'm just saying that you have the shard.
Yeah.
I run to the lady and try to see about that healer.
Which lady?
The thing that pull out the soul.
She's gone with the Dark Lord.
Oh, okay.
Darnizhaan. And they turned to smoke together and basically teleported.
Oh, okay.
I return to the camp.
All right.
As does Ajax.
All right. Y'all.
Get out.
And then on to Illumina or whatever as well.
You're all back at the camp, except for Fletch.
I like to check out the ruins too.
I come out of hiding and I'll look for Fletch. What do I need to roll for searching for him?
You'd have to roll perception.
Okay, I got a 19.
Fletch, roll me a stealth, just so I have something to oppose it by. I haven't been rolling that good on mine, so I want to give you the best advantage possible.
25.
All right, you don't see him, and like that. All right. Basically, you've completed the mission as far as gathering all the shards. You'll find I know Stores went back into the ruins, and you'll find, each of you will find 6 gems, each of which are worth. Let's see here. Worth 84 gold pieces apiece.
And do I covet these in any particular manner?
Well, they're not gold.
Okay.
They're gems. But yet you may covet them because you're greedy. on that aspect.
Well, actually, no.
Store,
Ajax himself isn't that concerned with material wealth. It's
yeah,
I'm just
but
playing in.
I'm talking about the draconic flu or the
Yeah.
dragon flu. It makes you greedy.
Excellent. Yes. He's trying to hoard all
That's
sorts of
yeah.
shiny things.
Store, you will find um, what looks to be your father's tunic
Ooh.
and a necklace that was a family heirloom handed down by your grandfather to your father.
Yeah.
So you find those items. Claire, in the in the ruins, you'll find two old books on that were history of this tomb, the temple of Darnizhaan, and they're both written in Draconic, but you'll know that at some point you'll be able to either pick up the language or get them translated.
Awesome. And also, she takes mental note of the Dark Knight.
Yeah,
She's now like she wishes to smite the darkness because there is no darkness. There can only be light, and now she wishes to smite him more than ever.
and you'll know that all of you will come to know that was Darnizhaan that you saw that was standing there and took the Dark Queen and such.
Okay.
And Reuben,
Yeah.
give me two things that your character would hold most dear.
Most dear.
Yeah, that you would like to find.
I am honestly not too prepared for that to answer that, but maybe some sword,
All right,
some symbol.
you'll find the holy symbol of your patron deity, since you're a paladin, and it had been defaced some by the Dark Lord. And on the back of it, on the back of the symbol, will be a name scratched on into it, like for ownership of your mentor in your order it belonged to. He lost it at some time in a battle. And then on top of that, you'll find a sword that's there, but it's made out of a strange material. It seems to be a wonderful fine sword, excellent craftsmanship, but it's not magical. It's just excellent. It's a two-handed bastard sword. So,
Okay.
and with that, we'll stop the broadcast.